Hello.
Hi everybody. So welcome to my channel. This is my first time doing a live spread on my channel, and welcome to Scott from Scorpio Sun Tarot. I'm guessing most people who are in the chat already know Scott. So welcome. I'm excited about this. Let's see who's here. I know there's a couple people here. There's Nivra. I don't know if she's still here, but hello, Nivra, if you're here. Brina. Hello, Brina. And there's the amazing Jackie. Hi, Jackie. And I think that's all who's here at the moment that I see. So yeah, how are you, Scott? We can chat while people call. Good.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Had a good nap and ready to go.
Yeah, good.
So,
Good.
There's Brianne Love.
Yeah, hi Brianne. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I'm good too. I did take a short nap earlier, but I'm fostering kittens. For those who don't know, I have 4 foster kittens, and they were out playing, and so they were just wild. So it was difficult to sleep for very long. So
I have a question. Do you have a kitten named Milo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like my Milo. I saw it on Facebook. And he was doing something. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I just posted he crawled inside the coffee table. Like he opened the coffee table, crawled inside, and went to sleep in it. So,
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he loves opening things. So yeah.
So does my Milo.
Yeah, he does. Cool. Hi, Lori.
Yeah, I'll go into the kitchen and the cabinets will be open, or the bathroom. The cabinets are open.
That's funny. So it's a Milo thing.
Yeah, he's meowing right now. He might know what I'm talking about.
Probably. Hi,
Milo. Say hi. Say hi real quick. Hi. There you go.
Such a pretty boy. So, yeah, you'll get to meet Milo. For those who don't know, Scott is going to be coming up to Columbus in the beginning of August, or no, the beginning of September, right?
Right.
Yeah, the beginning of September. And we'll get to spend a weekend together. So that'll be amazing. So
you got to get down, baby. You're too crazy. Okay. Yes, very excited about that. Cool. Very excited.
Okay, so let me explain how this is going to go. I don't know if anyone else is going to show up. Might be a small crowd tonight. I have banners of all the questions for the Level Up Your Life tarot spread. And these are challenging prompts, and you can draw cards if you have a deck. Let us know if you have a deck and what deck you're going to be using. If you don't have a deck, Scott will be pulling for you. I'm going to be pulling for myself. So I'm going to do the spread. So with the Morgan Greer. So yeah, if anyone wants to share what decks you have, if any.
I have the Modern Way, so I'm going to be using this one. And then if anybody has, if we get stumped on anything, I've got the Vita Sarah, and it has like the definitions up here. And for reversed as well, if we get any reversed ones. But you know the tarot probably way better than I do.
So. Oh, no. I think we both know it the same. So
okay, Laurie says she doesn't have a deck. So.
Okay. Yeah, so Scott will pull cards for you.
Yep, I'll pull for you, Lori.
Yeah. What about Jackie and Brianne and Brina? Do you guys have decks?
Brianne's going to get hers.
Cool.
You're welcome, Lori.
Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Welcome.
Hey, Kelly.
We haven't started yet, so you're not late. We're just asking what decks anyone was going to use if you have a deck to do the spread together. If you don't, then Scott can read for you. So just let us know if you have a deck or not.
Jackie, do you have your deck? Oh, and Jackie, Kristen is going to do the banners, so you don't have to put the questions in.
Yeah.
No deck for Kelly? Okay, I'll pull for you, Kelly.
So my idea, she has a CS Tarot. That's nice. I like that deck. Tarot the Divine. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my idea for the spread was just for us to challenge ourselves and to try to think outside the box of what we're normally used to, and to just use the cards to sort of tease out some challenging areas of our lives, potentially challenging areas. So I guess we can just start, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm not sure we're going to get anyone else. So yeah, let's do, there's 6 prompts. So there's going to be 6 cards. Let's see. So what should I focus on right now is the opening.
Oh, Robin's here. Hey, Robin.
Oh, hey, Robin. Hi. Welcome. You're just in time. I just pulled up the first spread position. So it's what should you focus on right now? I hope you are able to participate. Let me know what deck you're using if you are. Oh, you're switching to Druidcraft. Brianne's switching to Druidcraft. That's a beautiful deck. I don't own it. The borders are a bit intense for me. I think if I did get it, I would have to trim all the borders off. So
they're big cards.
They are, yeah. And the borders are kind of busy. So
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull a card for myself. So Kelly doesn't have a deck, and who else?
Lori.
Okay. You cut yours twice. It needs it. Yeah, I wish they would come out with a borderless version. I don't know why they don't. So what did you get for them?
All right. So for Lori, I've got the 9 of Wands. And so this is resiliency and having that bounce back, perseverance.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's basically that. I mean, that's how I read it as well. One way to read it is also being overly not cautious, but overly and I don't want to use the word paranoid either, because that's a bit too intense. But just overly careful and sort of clocking your environment as far as like waiting for the other shoe to drop or something to happen, to something to go wrong. So one way to read it as well is not just, tenacity, but also to sort of go with the flow better, have more faith and hope, and to relax a little, to take the edge off of thinking that the other people, that there's other people or circumstances that are kind of out to get you. So whichever meaning of those that rings true is the one. So. Yeah.
And let me know, Lori and Kelly, when you see your cards or something, just say here, so I know that you guys are still here and I'm still pulling for you. For Kelly, I got the Queen of Cups. So for me, this is the empath card. So having empathy for others and being able to separate your own feelings from other people's, because you're picking up other feelings. But there's lots of other definitions of the Queen of Cups as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very broad card. All the court cards are pretty broad, especially the kings and queens. She is a pinnacle of love, of compassion, but also self-love and compassion. And so she has reached that level of maturity of being able to balance the two, to be able to give to others freely, but not so freely that you are sort of putting yourself aside too much. So that's how I would read it.
That's what I got. And on the Vita Sarah, it says intuition, nurturer, well-loved, kind, warm, empathetic, or empathic.
Cool.
And Brina, did you have, I see you were here also. Did you have a deck? Oh, she's asking a question. We're actually doing a spread, Brina. So we're not doing personal questions right now. But I can pull a card for you if you want. Or we can maybe it'd be easier to just pull one card for the people who don't have a deck. What do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like a collective card. Yeah.
Okay,
Hi,
so
Nyra.
that was for you and Brina and Lori and Kelly.
So Robin said, what should I focus on? The Six of Wands. I'm confused. Well, what are you confused about? You know the tarot. I think this is about celebrating yourself, being proud of your accomplishments. And to not be afraid to be proud of them. That's how I would read it.
Yeah.
Maybe even like focusing on the things that you are proud of, or what are you proud of in this moment? Focus on that, cultivate that, feed that in your life. That's how I would read it.
Yeah, victory and manifesting victory as well in your life.
Yeah.
So manifesting that to come true, and that's a big one. So it's a big positive card to focus on. Being thankful also, because that kind of brings in victory, I think. So I always add that.
He says, I do plenty of self-celebration already. Am I maybe focusing too much on self-celebration? I mean, you know better than us. So are you celebrating yourself too much to the detriment of other people? I can't imagine you're the kind of person that just talks about how amazing you are and ignores other people. So I don't know. I mean, you're a tarot reader too. So let us know which reading makes the most sense to you. Because I think even if you are focusing on it, it doesn't mean that you're shifting. It's not like you're changing something. It's just something that you're focused on. Maybe it's saying, the things that you're proud of, to cultivate those things, to not just talk about them, but focus on cultivating them. It might be one specific thing that you're proud of.
Yeah, I love that.
I wonder if I'm overindulging in pleasures. That could be true. A bit of a caution. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, focusing on sort of reining that in.
Diver, the questions are down below on the banner. If you can't see the banner, Jackie's putting them up in the chat as well.
Yes. What should you focus on right now?
Yeah, what should you focus on right now?
Let's see. Jackie got the world. Let me put this down. Let me scroll back up. My apologies, everyone. I am very new to this, so if I miss something that you've posted, my ADHD prevents me from being very effective at it. Let's see.
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. So Jackie got the world. Looking to the future rather than dwelling on the past. See the whole picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking towards that elevation, that wholeness that you want to work towards. So yeah, that's how I would read it.
Being optimistic.
Yeah, being inspired to work towards your own elevation.
I kind of see that as manifesting as well. And manifesting
Absolutely.
what you want, and then victory, kind of like the Six of Wands in a way, but on a much larger spectrum, maybe. So.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
Hey, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. Welcome.
Niver got the Sun as the first card.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I can't find it. I saw.
And Brienne got one as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She got the Sun card first. So yeah, I would read that as focus on, the abundance that you have in your life, the things that bring you joy, the things that are good, have gratitude about the things that are good about your life, and focusing on those. That's how I would read that.
Yeah, focusing on vitality, joy, like Kristen said, and being thankful. And I think you said being grateful as well. Be grateful for what you have and looking at all around at the good that you already have in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also,
yes.
Yeah. Like positive. Yeah, definitely. You can also read it literally, get out in the sun. You need your vitamin D. So focus on that. And then let's see. Brienne.
Yes, there you go.
5 of Swords, so to remain quiet and not stir the pot.
Hi, Polly.
Does that ring true to you, Brienne? Are you the kind of person? Hi, Polly. Are you the kind of person that stirs the pot? If you're still there, Brienne.
Lori says I need to focus on that. Brienne said no.
No. Well, then that's not the right reading then. It could be to not focus on the losses that you've had in life. Like you've fought a good fight over your life, over certain issues, and sometimes we lose. We could always, make all the right choices, and still lose, the argument, the situation, and come out of that, focusing on moving forward and not fixating on past conflicts. That's one way to read it, because there's 2 groups of people in that card, in the original Rider-Waite-Smith, right? There's the people in the distance who kind of lost the fight. And there's the guy in the front he won the fight, but at what cost? You know, it's sort of like you're not having a fight, the fight's having you. So even if you won the fight, you lost something through that fight. So it could mean either one, depending on who you see yourself as in that card. She says, I go with the flow and I'm patient. Yeah. It could be just a focus on that. Crystal, we're doing a spread. So we're going to do 6 card prompts. So if you have a deck, you can pull cards with us. If you don't have a deck, then Scott is pulling cards for the collective that he can read for you. Yeah. Polly, do you have a deck? Or did you want Scott to read for you? Let's see.
And I agree with you totally with the 5 of Swords. It's moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you said that, it's moving on and being able to stay away from conflict, like you said. So not much to add.
Yeah, I mean, it could even be internal, you know, sort of fighting against yourself, beating yourself up, that kind of stuff as well. That's another way that I read it.
Okay, Polly has a deck. Good.
Oh, good. So yeah, pull a card for that prompt. What should you focus on right now? And see what you get. I haven't done mine yet.
That's right. Crystal, I'll pull for you since you don't have a deck.
The deck's being cheeky. I got the 8 of Cups, and I was thinking, but like before this live, I was like ruminating, and I was like, what if I get the 8 of Cups? Like how am I going to read that in this particular spread? And so, yeah, I need to focus on moving on from that, you know, some situations, I'm not going to go into specifics, but there's a specific situation that I emotionally I'm ready to move on from. It's not a bad situation. I mean, it's 8 cups. That's not bad, but it could be better. And so I need to move on to search for something better, something more worth my time, more worth me. You know, I'm worth more than what I'm getting out of the situation. So that's how I read my 8 of Cups.
I like that. Yeah, detachment. I'm just reading off of the Vita Sarah here.
Mm-hmm.
Detachment, abandonment, soul-searching journey.
Yeah.
Basically everything you said there.
So Brianne said, thank you both. Yes, it's me, ambivalent and procrastinate. Okay.
I'm terrible about procrastination.
I haven't even begun to procrastinate. That's how much I procrastinate.
That's funny.
Okay, so 6 of Wands. It's been suggested that I've been too promiscuous lately, and only I can decide what's wrong or right for me. But I can see that's something I might focus on. Yeah, I mean, like I'm sex positive, so I'm certainly not going to judge anyone who has multiple partners. I wouldn't use a judgmental statement like word like promiscuous. That's a very negative word. But your mileage may vary. You know, how you see it is how you see it, and that's what's most important.
Polly got the devil.
Oh. Nice. So what do you need to focus on? How would you read this, Scott? What's your intuition tell you?
What you need to let go of.
Mm-hmm.
Something that it could be an addiction. An addiction can be anything. It can be, really bad with a drug addiction or something like that, but it can be chocolate.
Yeah.
It can be
social media.
What's that?
Social media. A lot of people
Social
are
media.
addicted to social media, or it could be just
That's
a
me.
fixation, like not so much an addiction, but something that you're fixated on. It could be, I don't know you, Polly, so I don't know what your life is like, but or what your interior life is like. So you could be fixating on something in yourself that you keep judging, or you can't move on from, and you can't let go of. There's something you can't let go of. Social media. She loves sugar.
Yeah.
Social media too. So you might have an addictive personality, like some people do. And I know I am on social media way too much. So I can empathize with that. Yeah. What tempts us and not in a positive direction. Yeah, that's another angle of it. Something that's like tempting us to not be our best selves, which is similar to fixations and addictions. Something that's alluring, even if it's a negative thing. Sometimes, it's like passing a car wreck and not being able to look away, even though you want to. Hey, and everything in moderation.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah. It's okay to indulge every once in a while.
Yeah.
But the devil is more about addiction.
Yeah. So like I would say like the devil is telling you, is trying to tempt you to not have self-care. This might feel like self-care in the moment, but in the long run, is it self-care? Are you doing what's best for you? And maybe that's what you need to focus on is putting what you actually need to be healthier, wiser, more balanced in your life. So, okay. Did we answer everyone's question?
I think we did.
Okay, let's go to the second one. Okay, so number 2, in what way are you your own worst enemy? So.
And you created this spread, right, Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Oh,
good job.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
What?
For those that I'm pulling for, you got the tower. So in what way are you your own worst enemy? This is the need to rebuild. The tower is also about tearing down, addictions and fun. Okay. Yeah, getting rid of the fun, or focusing on negative things that you need to bring into the positive. I'm a little stumped by this one, Kristen. I need your help.
Yeah. See, do I reshuffle that? It's completely up to you. When I do spreads collectively like this, I always reshuffle between cards. If I do them by myself, I don't. I don't know why. That's just the way I do it. So it's completely up to you. Whatever feels right. Let's see, someone got the Chariot. Who said the Chariot? Okay, so the collective is the Tower.
Right.
Let's see, in what way are you your own worst enemy? Maybe not learning from those hard situations. Like the whole point of the Tower is that basically you're destroying a part of your life, or your life is, there's something falling apart, and you come out the other side wiser, more developed, more individuated. You come to another phase in your life that's a positive phase. So like it's coming through the war and coming out the other side. Maybe a little battle wearied, but you come out the other side a better person. And so in what way are you your own worst enemy? Perhaps that is a hard one. What way are you your own worst enemy? Tower. Maybe you catastrophize. One way to read it is that in this, there's multiple ways to read every card. So, and it's a challenge when the person's not sitting in front of you, so you can't have a conversation about it. But you can catastrophize situations, making them worse than they are, sort of shooting yourself in the foot through, in the process, sort of like, oh, I'm going through a really shit time, I'm going to make it worse, you know, and sort of indulging in toxic behaviors that don't get you to the other side of hard situations. So, yeah.
I pulled the Vita Sarah, and it's got selfish on there. So that's kind of the one that spoke to me the most. And also, you were saying catastrophize. It's got catastrophe on there. So, yeah, just maybe looking at things in a selfish kind of way. And, you know, what you can get out of the situation instead of what other people and yourself can get out of the situation, maybe. It can also be a change, being scared of change and not changing, like, you know,
running away from those moments. Yeah. So yeah, if you have an avoidant personality, you might try to avoid hard situations altogether, you know, to feel safe when life, you know, throws those things at you regardless. Jackie got the Magician. I have everything I need, but I need to make the move to manifest what I want to achieve instead of procrastinating. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. And I'm right there with you. I've been procrastinating so much on things that I'm shooting myself in the foot, you know, and with my own desire to manifest things in my life. So I get that.
Polly, I already pulled a card for the collective. It was the Tower. And we got, it could be selfishness, or it could be catastrophizing. I can't say that word, catastrophizing something and making something worse than it already is.
See, so Robin said how he sees it as in a way that I am not addressing stagnation in my life, not taking action to shake things up and force a change for myself when I'm a bit reluctant or complacent. Yeah, absolutely. I think that relates back to what I said about for the sake of security and safety, avoiding those situations and that's a good way to put it. Like you stagnate when you do that. So, hi, welcome.
And Samantha, we're actually doing a spread. So if you have a deck, you can follow along and pull for each one that we have.
Let's see. Michael Stevens. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
See, what does the moon mean? I think the moon the moon reflects the sun. It's not its own light. And the moon can be about delving into those darker aspects of your psyche or your life. It could be that you're your own worst enemy and that you don't face those things, or you ruminate on them instead of working on them, if that makes sense. What about you, Scott?
Yeah, it's an illusion. Maybe you're thinking of things not quite the way that they really are. And you need to do kind of like a gut check, a self check to make sure you're on the right pace, on the right path. Because it can definitely mean illusion. Yeah. That's what came to my mind.
Another is just fear. It could be a fear card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just facing your fears. So whatever rings true to you of any of those interpretations. Robin is an amazing reader, Brianne. So if you're not subscribed to him, please do, because he's a phenomenal reader. I've even taken classes with him. He's that good. Okay. Yeah, Samantha, we are doing a spread, so we're not answering individual questions like Scott said. So, but if you want to participate, let us know if you're going to stick around. And Scott pulled the Tower for the collective for this prompt. What are the decks? Do you mean what decks we're using? I'm using the Morgan Greer for myself. And Scott, what's the deck you're using for them?
Modern Way Tarot. It's
Modern Way.
A lot like the Rider-Waite-Smith.
Gotcha.
Just different colors, but it's basically the same thing. Did you get Brienne? The Seven of Swords?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes for me the moon is might not seeing the full picture, only seeing a little bit by the limited light of the moon. Yeah, I think I cut my original thought short. It's the moon only sort of creates a haze, and you don't really see everything clearly like you would in the sun card. And so how could you be your own worst enemy is not recognizing that, that you're not seeing some things clearly. Maybe you're not facing reality in a certain situation. Or you're not good with not knowing. So this, let's see. Okay, who did you say had the seven?
Brienne has one at 832.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Mary.
Ah, thank you. More swords, Seven of Swords. I'm still trying, but too much in my head. Yeah, the swords are about the mind. And the Seven of Swords is, like every card, can be interpreted many ways, but how I've been interpreting it recently is the guy is carrying 7 swords by the blades. That's not very smart.
Right.
He's basically cutting himself for the sake of getting what he wants. So in what way are you your own worst enemy is like you're cutting yourself with your mind. maybe you think you like are getting something out of it. You wouldn't be doing it if you weren't getting something out of it. So if you're like putting yourself down, you wouldn't be doing that if you didn't get a payoff, some payoff. So I think the way that you're your own worst enemy is that you're not facing that. You're not facing, oh, I'm doing this because it serves a purpose, even though ultimately it's hurting me.
Yeah.
So that's how I would read it.
I got like deception, betrayal, feeling like an outcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like another way that I read it is being willing to be yourself even though you are an outcast. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see. Samantha says 2 deck, please. I'm not sure what you mean, Samantha.
I think when we held up the decks, she wanted to be pulled from the second deck, which is my deck, which is what we're doing anyway. So we got you, Samantha.
Yeah. That he already pulled from there. The moon also represents Pisces. I know nothing about astrology, so
I know very little. So
yeah, like I know Pisces are like the lovey-dovey. That's the lovey-dovey sign. Is that true? Like, or am I remembering that incorrectly? Like they're the kind, compassionate people.
Yeah, it's a water sign. I know that.
Yeah.
That's about it. Very emotional. Could be your emotions are getting in the way of yourself, and you're not, seeing yourself as worthy because your emotions are too thick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we pulled a card for the collective for this prompt, and he got the Tower. Yeah. So that's what he pulled, and that is, what's that deck?
The Modern Way.
The Modern Way. Okay.
Yeah, everybody can be different, Lori. Definitely with the signs, because you have the sun sign, which is the Pisces, and then you have all kinds of other signs, the moon sign, and Saturn, Jupiter. I mean, there's just a whole lot that can change a person from being exactly, what one definition is in astrology.
Yeah. Lori says, not the Pisces I was married to.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm a astrology skeptic, just because I've met people who really don't match their sign at all. And there's a lot of ways. I'm a Scorpio, and there's a lot of ways that I don't match being a Scorpio. There are ways that I do, but there's plenty of ways that I don't. So, like, apparently Scorpios are like really good at like standing up for themselves, and like they have like really bad tempers and things like that. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of a pushover. So anyway, hi Elizabeth. Hi. Welcome. Is she wishy-washy? Yeah. Cool. Did we get everybody?
I think Nivra had one. Nivra had, let me find it. I think the 3 of Wands, maybe.
3 of Wands.
My chat just jumped. 8:31 got the 3 of Wands, and then at 8:33 she put in her definition of it.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, waiting for my ship to arrive instead of taking action in small steps in a more whole life perspective. Waiting for my husband to immigrate and not paying enough attention to until then. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh.
Hey, Julianne.
Hey, Julianne. Welcome, welcome. Elizabeth, are you going to join in? Did you want to pull a card for, I assume you have a deck. Are you going to pull a card? Or are you just going to chill?
Just listening for now.
I have a deck balance. Okay. Okay, let's go on to the next prompt then, because I think we got everybody that was here. Okay, so prompt, I didn't do me.
I thought of that about 5 minutes ago, but then you were talking, so I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, let's do me. What way am I my own worst enemy? I got another 8.
Oh.
The 8 of Swords. So, yeah, this is accurate. Yeah. I'm my own worst enemy in that, like, when things get hard, I kind of make them worse. I can make them worse for myself. I can, my therapist, a previous therapist would always say that I sit on my hands, metaphorically, in that if I get trapped in a certain situation, I won't be productive in getting myself out of it, kind of thing. I almost ignore the ways that I can get out of it. My own agency in a situation. So yeah, that's how I would read this, is that I'm my own worst enemy, in that I will sometimes wallow, basically, and not harness my own personal agency to get out of situations. So calling me out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see, number 3. In what area should you cultivate more pride or confidence? In what area should you cultivate more pride or confidence? Oh, Elizabeth's going live soon. If you're not subscribed to Elizabeth, please do. She's a wonderful human being.
I'm not subscribed to Elizabeth, I don't think. I've never met her before.
Oh, she has a heart of gold. She's a wonderful person.
I'll have to look up your channel, Elizabeth.
See, Julie got the Ace of Swords. I'd read that as your mind, or your ability to communicate your thoughts.
Yeah.
Is there an area in regards to your intellect that you aren't sort of focusing on the great aspects of it? Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Garnet, welcome. See, did you want to pull a card for the collective, Scott?
I did. I've got the 10 of Cups.
Oh.
So this reminds me of pride. This reminds me of like a pride parade or something, because usually there's a rainbow up here. I believe Rider Waite, it is a rainbow. I'm not positive, but in a lot of cards it is a rainbow in different decks. And so what area could you cultivate more pride and confidence? Maybe being thankful for what you have, in your family and your community, and just being proud of where you're at and the things that you've accomplished in your life.
Yes.
And there's a picture of a house here. So I even think of this as a happy home card. So being more confident in where you're at your home, in your relationships, and just taking pride with the people that are there, that are closest to you, and letting them know how much you love them, not taking them for granted. So
yeah, I mean, it's taking, being confident in having confidence and pride in regards to what you've emotionally accomplished, you know, what you've been through in life, and what you are like. You obviously, there's something in your life, some area of your life where you are very emotionally developed. And maybe you don't realize it, and maybe you're not confident about it. You might be more advanced than other people in a certain area of your emotional life. So I get back to Robin. 10 of Swords, perhaps my ability or lack thereof to overcome feelings of defeat. Well, I wouldn't feel pride or confidence if you can't overcome feelings of defeat. I would see this card as like you should have pride in the fact that you've been through some major shit and you got through it without becoming without spoiling your mind, without twisting it, if that makes sense. That's how I would read it. Like you're not a, you know, I know that you're curmudgeon-y. I know, but you're an amazing person. You're sweet and kind, and I'm sure you've had some challenges in your life, and that didn't sour you. It didn't sour you so much that you can't be a good person. So, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords again. Let's see. How would you read that, Scott? Your ability to be the better person. Your ability to fight fairly if you are in an argument. You're not willing to sort of cut people off at the knees. Let me know if any of that makes sense. Or
moving on from conflict.
Yeah.
Avoid greater harm. So kind of going a different direction. And standing up for yourself too. I think, you know, out of love, we could have our boundaries and tell someone when we, you know, don't maybe agree, or when they're stepping on our boundaries. So cultivate more confidence in speaking out to others about our boundaries. Yeah.
I got the Wheel of Fortune.
More confidence through change.
Yeah.
Learning.
I see like the wheel as sometimes things are shitty and sometimes they're great. And maybe have pride that you've made it through the bad times and embrace the good times. It could be have more confidence in your ability to sort of go with the flow, or to embrace, you know, having the wisdom to know the difference between what you have control over in your life and what you don't. You know, have more confidence in your ability to intuit that in your life, like what you don't have control over and what you do.
Brienne said, I really don't get it. I'm very kind and considerate of all my family and friends, always giving. Well, that may be something that you can be more confident in, that you're standing up to for yourself as well.
That's
So,
what, like, she got the 5 of Swords.
yeah.
That makes perfect sense. You're very kind and considerate. You're not combative. You know?
Yeah. So
You're not,
having confidence in that.
yeah, like being proud of the fact that you are not an asshole, you know? And if you get angry, you're still not an asshole. That's how I would read it. So,
And you're going to get good that comes back to you from being that way. You're going to get more kindness and consideration from others, I believe. I believe in karma, though, so that's where I'm getting that from.
yeah, I'm on the fence as far as karma goes.
Gotcha.
Okay, probably got the King of Pentacles for 3. Like the kings are the masters of the suit, and the pentacles are all about that grounding energy, that energy of security, wherever that security comes from. That can come from money, finances, your home, security in how you honor your body, because it's also about the physical body. So have more confidence in your capability of taking care of those things that bring you security, because there's a lot of people in the world that haven't achieved that ability, that stabilization in their life in order to feel secure and safe. That's one way to read it.
Yeah.
Need to hear that with all my mom has been through these past couple of months. What
Maybe it's because I pulled for her and she got the 10 of Cups.
Okay. Julie got the 9 of Cups. And what area should you cultivate for pride and confidence in the 9 of Cups?
Manifestation.
What's that?
Manifestation.
Oh, yeah. The cups are all about the emotions. And so I see the 9 of Cups about emotional fulfillment, of being able to do what you need to do to manifest the things that emotionally nourish you. Like if you look at the original Rider-Waite-Smith, the guy is sitting there very happy as a clam, surrounded by all his cups that he has collected. He's proud of it. He's proud. He's like, I've done this work. I've been through these things, and I've emotionally embraced everything that I've experienced and come out the other side, feeling abundant for it and being able to manifest things in your life instead of, like shooting yourself in the foot. Maybe you don't have confidence in yourself that you're able to do that. So be confident my husband will get his visa for the reunification and marriage visa. Naira, where is your husband coming from? Just curious.
Africa.
Like where in Africa? What country?
I can't remember. No, she told me once. I think. My memory's not the best.
And like all that information, 10 swords full, and still managing to go on. Absolutely.
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay. Just curious. That takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
A lot of courage. Let's see. Changes I want to make will be successful. Yeah. Being a Pence, I need to be proud of what I have worked for and my successes at work and in my life. Absolutely. Definitely. What you've built, what you've achieved even on your own,
The self-care you put into things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Self-care. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. About being in your head. Absolutely. Yeah. It's about like the swords is a very, it's not a very happy suit for the most part, so it's the whole thing like ends in the 10 of swords where you have a bunch of swords in your back and you're like, what did I do to myself? So it's sort of like this downward spiral. So it's about letting those negativities, like negative things, toxic things, completely, warp yourself. Yeah, that's it. Boundaries. Okay. That's true. Yeah.
Garnet said he pulled the Ace of Cups. It'd be more pride in the love that you show and that you have for yourself and for others.
Yeah.
Or confidence in yourself as a loving human being.
Yeah. It's not easy to stay loving, compassionate, gentle, especially with the state of the world now. I know that you're in England, and England has its own problems. He's in England, right?
Yes.
Okay.
London, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure you have your own challenges in your life, but you haven't let it sour you. Yeah, the 9 of Cups is the wish card. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the manifestation card. Yeah.
I call it the genie in the bottle card. Asking for what you want.
I've seen cards where it's a genie in the bottle.
It's the genie in the bottle, yeah. Tarot Collectibles has one that is.
Oh, okay. It might have been on your channel that I've seen it. Okay. So let's go on to 4. What should you walk away from? Wait, I didn't pull a card for me. In what area should you cultivate more pride and confidence? Hold on. I'll be quick. Six of Swords. So, I'm gonna have to think about that one. Pride and confidence. See, like I see this card as sort of trying to escape the things in your mind. And I mean, really, you can't do that. Maybe it's my ability to face things. I'm not a huge person for ignoring the bad parts of myself or the things I need to work on or the things in my life that need improving. I'm willing to face those. I'm not always good at fixing them, but so yeah, that's how I would read it. That I'm not like participating in escapism.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, so what should you walk away from? Yeah. Julie got the Hermit. What should you walk away from? I would read that as self-isolation, isolating yourself.
As what? I'm sorry?
Isolating yourself. Like
I was going to say isolation.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Like how do you handle overwhelm? Do you tend to retreat and turn inward? Which on one level can be healthy, but on another level it can be very unhealthy. I am the master of isolation. Yeah, that's what you need to walk away from. I do too. Recently, I've just been too hermity. I've been avoiding socializing. So. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Let's see what you walk away from. Well, 7 of Cups can be about believing in things that aren't real. So it could be walking away from certain beliefs or dreams or expectations that you think are the way they're supposed to be and they're not. It's also about dreaming big. So you might need to walk away from dreaming small. So there's a couple ways to read that. Bye, Elizabeth. What do you think, Scott?
Walking away from, I would say, having your head up in the clouds and seeing things clearly, just making a decision.
Mm-hmm.
And having too many options, so just narrowing down what you feel like is, kind of fantasy and temptation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense or not. Could be illusions too, so walking away from illusions.
Yeah. So
facing the truth.
Yeah, there might be something you're not facing. Something that you have buried your head in the sand about. That's a hard card. That's a hard card to get.
I got for the collective the Ace of Pentacles. So this one's another one. I've been stumped on this one a little bit.
The Ace of Pentacles. What should you walk away from?
And the thing that came to my mind after thinking for a little bit was pride.
Mm-hmm.
Could be having over pride or maybe having too much that you're not giving and you're not being generous. Because the Ace of Pentacles is a very positive card. So what do you think, Kristen?
like if we read it in the reverse, what does your card say the reverse meaning of it is?
Let me find it.
That's true, Naira. It could be that you're just not narrowing down what choices you have into a more consumable amount for yourself. So, okay.
The opposite here is up here at the top. The reversed is disappointment, disillusionment, inflexible expectations, walking away from bankruptcy. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or bad health, walking away, getting your health checked out, making sure you're eating better.
It could be just walking away from like poor decisions having to do with either your finances or your body.
Right.
That's how I would read that. So, is there anyone that needed to pull a card for this? Maybe they left. Yeah. But unfortunately, when you have a chronic illness, I do too. And you can't walk away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is there something you could do to mitigate the symptoms a little, to make your life a little bit easier that you're not doing? Yeah. So I got the Queen of Swords for myself. What should I walk away from? Queen of Swords. I know I need to walk away from habits that keep me from improving my my intellectual life. Like I don't read anymore. And
yeah.
So she's a very intelligent truth teller, no nonsense, but still compassionate. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I'm trying, but with my mom ill, the last couple of months have pushed me to the limit. I'm so sorry. So you have a chronic illness and you're taking care of your mom?
Wow.
Wow. That's too much. Like I went through something similar. I have chronic fatigue syndrome, and I was caring for my mom. I was my mom's primary caregiver for years. Didn't really have much help, and I remember I felt like I was almost going crazy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Four of Wands. What do you need to walk away from? Four of Wands. Are you ever the type of person that's just waiting for the other shoe to fall? Is that the saying? Like you think that you're just not, like I see the Four of Wands, it's about celebration. It's about having that security enough to celebrate. Are you not celebrating? You know, are you not having fun? Enough fun? You know, maybe you need to walk away a certain mentality that keeps you from having fun and celebrating life in yourself. I don't know.
I've got from the Vita Sarah here, the reversed. It says unstable foundations and also overlooked blessings, Jackie. So that could be what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I resonate with the unstable foundations.
Yeah.
And maybe not having a happy home and trying to walk away from that and make it more positive.
Yeah. Do the stuff, you know, do the thing that needs to happen in order to improve that stability in your life so that you can breathe, rest, celebrate.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe been through some stuff. Yes. So I think some people left. They might have gone to Elizabeth's channel because she was going live. Because some people seem to have stopped writing their polls. So we can go on to the next one, I guess. Oh yeah, Heather's live too. Yeah, that's true. So lots of people live. So 5, where can you challenge yourself more? Oh, hi, Robin. Robin's still here. But where can you challenge yourself more? 4 of Cups. See, one way that I read the 4 of Cups, which is it's a little different than how I've heard it read, is basically dissociation. It's not connecting your body and your mind to your surroundings and not connecting to your body. It's sort of like when things get hard, you check out. That's one way that I read it. And so when you're checked out, you don't have the capability of seeing the good things either that are being offered to you in your life.
Right.
You're not able to go after those things, to cultivate those things in your life because you've checked out.
That's what I was going to say. Missed opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure you're looking in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So think of the 4 of Cups. My first, when I was learning it, was boredom. Was my definition for it.
Yeah.
So challenge yourself to do more, to be more, and to have more goals.
That's one way to read it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to pull a collective? I don't know if there's anyone here that needs a collective card.
Does anyone need? Is Lori still here?
Okay.
I think. So, Lori and anybody else who I'm pulling for, where can you challenge yourself more? The 5 of Cups. And I right away got optimism, being more positive, looking at the cups that are upright instead of the spilled milk. So looking at things in a more positive direction is what I got. And this card is also about crossing the bridge. I only recently discovered there's a bridge in the 5 of Cups.
Yes.
Because it's bringing, and then there's usually a castle on the other side. So it's moving yourself towards a healthy and a happy life. So challenge yourself more to be happy. So
And it could be another aspect of the card is that sometimes you have to move through the grief first.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
you need to do some healthy grieving, some healthy, feeling of those negative emotions before you can move on. And it's okay to go through that. You shouldn't stay there. You shouldn't wallow. You shouldn't fixate.
Right.
But it's good. It's still good to process them before crossing that bridge.
That's very true. Yeah. Grief has no timetable, so.
No, it doesn't. You can carry it with you over the bridge.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
5 of Wands. Where can you challenge yourself more? Standing up for yourself? Fighting fairly, working well with others, being willing to work with others. Yeah.
5 of Wands can also be competition. So I'm even thinking like, getting into sports or something where you're being competitive with someone else, or it doesn't have to be sports. It can be, at your work, you being more competitive to get a promotion, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I see the 5 of Wands as sort of healthy conflict, a healthy competition. So
Yes.
it's not the kind that you're supposed to avoid. It could even be like join a gaming night, play board games with people. Or
That's
something.
fun competition. I like that.
Yeah, that's fun competition. Yeah. Or like you said, maybe strive towards excelling at work. See my 5 of Wands comment about. Okay.
Yes, I pulled the 5 of Cups, Myra.
I think I can challenge myself more in dealing with conflict and resolution. Yeah, that's another way to read it. Yeah. Instead of running away from it, you deal with it. It's healthy conflict. So not all conflict is bad. Like as long as it's processed healthfully, with the other people involved, conflict can lead to new information that you need in order to move on. You challenge yourself more. You pull both cards?
Making money so that you'll be set in your life and being thankful for what you have. So those are both a little bit the same. There are some differences too, of course, but
yeah, my first thought is taking stock of what you can achieve and what you can experience in life on your own, by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see the 9 of Pentacles is the woman in the garden, right?
The 9, yes, the spot card is what I call it.
Yeah, like so she's alone. She has achieved a lot in her life, and she did it alone. And I know that you are working really hard to bring your partner over. But in the meantime, there's things that you could be doing to bring abundance to your life just alone, experiencing, that solitude. So
self-care, self-love.
Yeah. Taking care of yourself, just experiencing hobbies that might only take one person, like develop those things that make you an individual. You did already. What did you do? Yeah, that's another way to read it, definitely. The like fixating on what you lack. Yeah. Jumps. Okay. Knight of Swords. Get out of second gear. Take action.
Yep. Good. Being brave, fearless, being a warrior.
Yeah, I see the knights as they're like the heroes of the court. They're the people that come to other people's rescue. But sometimes you have to come to your own rescue. Like it's the sword, so it would be about the mind. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is an action card, so definitely take action. How would that relate to mental state and communication? I'm not sure.
Maybe getting out of your head.
Yeah. And being willing to speak your truth, being willing to, even if that causes a little conflict, even if some people might think I feel stagnant. Yeah, it's like I would say that the Knight of Swords is a mover and a shaker. He's his own savior, and fights for what he wants. So I think it's about challenge yourself to figure out what you want, what you really want, and go for it. And I would say she was very prosperous before her last marriage, career independent. You're still the same person, the person who achieved all that, the person who had the career, the person who was independent, you're still that person. And while you're waiting for your partner to come over from Nigeria, embrace that part of yourself, challenge yourself to embrace that part of yourself.
Did you pull one, Kristen?
Yeah, I got the Magician.
Oh, that's right.
And
did you show it before?
No, I didn't show it.
Oh, okay.
So where can I challenge myself more? The Magician. I need to get shit done. I need to manifest. I need to harness my abilities to really see what I have to offer the world and do it instead of sitting on social media. Honestly, like that's my devil. Yeah. But it's difficult. It's challenging with my chronic fatigue because quite often I just don't have the energy to be the magician. I don't have the energy to manifest. So
right.
That's a big challenge. That's a big challenge for me. I know I need to, but he's a shaker, and maybe journal to get your thoughts out of your head and think before you take quick action. Yeah.
She's talking about the Knight of Swords, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think we're on to the last one. Wait. When you have chronic pain, it's hard to lift the wand, let alone wave it. Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget that I want to be honest. tend to take quick action. So you say you're impulsive? Because that's one of the characteristics I see of the knights is impulsivity.
She's almost saying it's like the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tend to take quick action.
Mm. Oh, I don't tend to. Okay. I don't tend to take quick action. So you like ruminate and sit and stew. Okay. I got it. What word is that?
I don't know.
Flamelgemy? Don't know what that is. Fatigue. Oh. Yes. I'm tired of being tired. I only have like so many spoons for the day. So I'm like, I can have spoons for work, I have spoons to do chores. That's enough. I can't socialize. If I socialize and do chores, I sometimes have to take off work. Stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. What suppressed potential needs to be brought out? Needs to be brought out. So what suppressed potential needs to be brought out?
Wheel of Fortune.
I think it's bring about good things in your life. That's how I would read it.
Yeah, I would say that and change.
Yeah, like you're willing to roll with things.
Roll with the changes.
Yeah. Because sometimes things are bad, sometimes things are good, and maybe we get stuck. Stuck in the past, stuck in what we're dealing with, and the only thing that stays the same in life is change. And so maybe your suppressed potential is your ability to roll with the punches and to not take life, the bad times so to heart, where they drag you down.
Lori, I got for you and for me the 7 of Wands. So what suppressed potential needs to be brought out? I'm thinking standing up for yourself, having boundaries. Just taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
I know that's what I got.
Yeah. The ability to speak up for yourself.
Yeah. Speaking your truth out of love. And not suppressing your voice.
Yeah.
Your throat chakra, making sure it's lit up.
And like the wands are about fire, passion, creativity. So I think it's also about fighting for what you're passionate about, being willing to stand up for what you're passionate about, to create boundaries so you can embrace what you're passionate about.
I like that. Yeah.
Fibromyalgia. I'm actually diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I don't know if I have it or not, but years ago I was diagnosed with it. So. Yeah, I keep them out of the deck. Three of Swords. I think what suppressed potential needs to be brought out is like the Three of Swords isn't about what you are going to experience. It's about the past. And I know that you've suffered losses. And this is about, it could be a card of grief. And so I think what suppressed potential needs to be brought out is your ability to move on while you still carry it, to live fully while you still carry it.
Yeah. Saying basically the same thing. Yeah. Being able to release your emotions.
Yeah. Like those swords are about communication. Maybe it means you need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Two cards again. Four of Wands and Knight of Cups. Being willing to risk being loved and have a happy life and home after my last disastrous marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I like that, Niver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Men can get fibromyalgia. Absolutely. It's more common, or at least more diagnosed in women, but I think men can get it too. Absolutely. Please and cast her to heal and go forward. Yes. The world.
The world.
I would say what suppressed potential needs to be brought out is your ability to improve things, like to have a goal in life of living in alignment with what you want, what you believe, with your values, and to live that fully. So maybe you're not stepping into your power and living that fully, but like living authentically as you could be.
Mm-hmm. I got basically the same thing. I'm gonna put down believing in yourself.
Yeah. And believing in yourself that you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I also on when I was looking on this one, Garnet, it says travel.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
I've
I
never
know
heard
you love to
that.
travel. He's got an RV, I think. Camper van.
I've never heard the word referred to for traveling before.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
I think it's because it's a reference of the globe, maybe. When you think about travel the world.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. So I will pull my card.
Yeah, I like Brienne's answer. She said she got the 7 of Cups, so I need to stop daydreaming and just go for it, baby. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I got the Wheel of Fortune too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what suppressed potential needs to be brought out? I think this is saying when I am in an upswing, when I have the energy, do the thing. Don't waste it. Because there's going to be times when my energy is completely spent and I'm just going to be at the bottom of the wheel. And that comes repeatedly, you know? It's like I need to not waste those periods of when I'm at the top of the wheel. So Good. That's good. Well, I have faith in you that you can do it. Yeah, exactly. Because if I overdo it, it just makes those crashes even worse. So I need to manage my energy. So, yes, thank you. Thank you for looking out for me, Laurie. So I think that's it, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Well, thank you, everybody. Unless anyone has any questions for clarifications on any cards, I think we can. Let's see. Brian said, "It's good for you. Keep on top of your energy." Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do a travel vlog. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jackie. Thank you for joining us, Julie.
I just want to thank Kristen for actually doing the oh, my mind's going for doing the spread. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Get it out. Yeah. Thanks for doing the spread. And it was really interesting.
Well, thank you for helping, because it's hard for me to manage. So I really appreciate your assistance and your input and your wisdom. So
no problem. No problem.
When is the next one? I don't know. We should do another one eventually.
Yeah, we can do one on my channel next time, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe at a time where there isn't like 2 or 3 other lives going on. So
Right.
yeah, let's do one on your channel at some point.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you all either in my chat or in Scott's. So, bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Good to see you, Robin.